What's the difference between a nice guy and a good man?
Yeah. Right about that in there, but a nice guy has balance. A nice guy gets along. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. They don't necessarily have discernment or judgment, not sure what they stand for or stand against. It's like, yes, sure, yeah, hey. A good man has ideals that they stand for and they'll stand against, and when they're tested, a good man is not a nice guy. That's in the chapter of manning up. You know, I was at a time when I was doing the rom-coms, that's all I could do. I was feeling like my work was just me as a nice guy. And in life, I was not just a nice guy. Like I said, Camilla's pregnant, I got a child coming. I was feral with masculinity. And in my work, maybe I was feeling a bit neutered. And I was like, well, I'm a good guy and a good man in life, but I'm just a nice guy at work. Can I be at roles that can be a good man? And that's dramas. Because in dramas you can stand for, stand against something. Your ceiling for pleasure and your basement for fame are up to you. How do you feel about it?
Look, a lot of it is bouncing against the world and testing yourself against reality. It's very hard to know your talents until you've had a go at something. And I think we all have this sense sometimes that some things come more easily to us than to others. You know, I don't know how great tennis players start, but they must have a sense, ooh, I was able to hit that ball and that worked quite well. A great writer's ever think, I was able to pull off quite a nice little sentence there, and that's the beginning of a kind of growing confidence. And you need that kind of start. And I think a good life doesn't require you to do everything. It requires you to do the things that you feel you're capable of and that you're especially good at.